What's up guys, it's me, your boy SteveRandom here. I hope you guys had a wonderful new year. Today is, at the time I'm filming this, January 1st, 2020. I had a good New Year's Eve yesterday. I do apologize if my voice kind of sounds a little bit off, but you know, New Year's Eve is kind of like fun, loud. I have a little bit of a sore throat, I think, after, New Year's Eve, but it's been every year like that, so why not make it 2019 as well? Enough of that, let's get into this video where I'm going to be comparing Rochas Moustache Eau de Parfum with YSL TUXEDO. So YSL TUXEDO. I do have to be honest, this video is probably going to be mostly about Rochas Moustache, the Eau de Parfum version, because I only have a sample of TUXEDO and it's also out. I did get the final wear of this a few days ago when I got this as well. Actually a week ago. I got this a week ago. I tried it out, had the sample for a while. I realized most of it is like gone away without even me using it. Then I had a little bit in there to try out and to compare them, but off the top of the sprayer and off this spray right here, I can tell that they are very similar fragrances. There's a slight subtle difference between them, and that goes in hand with the patchouli in YSL TUXEDO. The patchouli in YSL TUXEDO makes it a slight bit more rounded, a slight bit more darker. Definitely not a huge difference. Like I would definitely think, I would think you're wearing TUXEDO if you had this on. That's how close they are. They're very close, but what's weird is they don't use the same kind of notes. And I'll read you guys off the notes off the YSL website for TUXEDO. What they have as the key notes: Oriental spicy, black pepper, smoked patchouli, cardamom, and ambergris accord. Yeah, so those are the notes for YSL TUXEDO, and the notes for Moustache are Oriental woody, pink peppercorn, rose, cedarwood, and patchouli and benzoin. The YSL TUXEDO comes off more of a clear with a rounded edge fragrance. So it's well blended. You can kind of feel when it dries down a little bit of that patchouli, where it kind of makes it the same kind of fragrance as how it started, but it kind of dries down a little bit darker than Rochas Man does. Rochas Moustache Eau de Parfum. The Eau de Parfum is the one that smells similar to TUXEDO. The Eau de Toilette is a whole different story. For me, the TUXEDO comes across as very similar to the Rochas Moustache Eau de Parfum, but it has a little bit of a darker quality when it dries down, but it's still the same scent. They both really have a heavy kind of oriental vanilla woodsiness. It smells really nice. I would say honestly Rochas Moustache, I keep messing this up. I would honestly say Rochas Moustache is definitely worth it if you wanna not spend $250 for 125 ml, I believe, for YSL TUXEDO. I would say Rochas Moustache is definitely worth it. It does last a long time. It does work just as well as YSL TUXEDO. They really are very similar that, to me, TUXEDO is not worth it. The only reason why I would own TUXEDO is probably for the aesthetics, to have a YSL sort of private collection fragrance. That's the only reason why I would own it, is just for the sort of the prestige factor of it. I would like to have eventually TUXEDO in my collection, just because it was the first one that got my attention. But now that I know Rochas Moustache Eau de Parfum, I've discovered this scent, I don't really want to speed my process in buying TUXEDO, because this scent is way cheaper. Like, I got this from Fragrance by Canada. It was, I think I paid for it. Definitely more worth it than getting this one for 75 ml. You're gonna be paying $175, and for 100 ml it's $250 for the YSL TUXEDO. So this is not kind of like a I want to own this fragrance because they smell way different, or it's just more well blended. It smells more professional. It smells like it's well crafted and done. But no, actually, Rochas Moustache Eau de Parfum smells just as good, smells just like just as good quality as YSL Tuxedo does. The only thing is that you're going to be spraying it out of this bottle, while you could have like YSL Tuxedo's bottle. But if you had your eyes closed and you sprayed each one on either hand, honestly, it would be hard to tell the difference. And honestly, like, I don't know what's the point right now of me buying Tuxedo apart from the look of it, you know, or just having it for like a collection, to have it and to say, you know, I have a YSL private collection fragrance. That's the only reason personally why I would buy Tuxedo, since this fragrance pretty much does the job for it. This fragrance is also pretty good for the winter and fall, I would say. So right now is a really good time to get it. Although I would say it's kind of harder to find Rochas Moustache Eau de Parfum, and it's not as easy with discounters. Like, for example, I'm checking Fragrance by Canada right now and it's sold out, but you know, 2 weeks ago this was available. So you kind of have to keep your eyes open for Rochas Moustache Eau de Parfum. But if you do manage to find it, I would say pick it up, because, you know, worst case, if you do like Tuxedo, you're gonna like this one, and you're only going to be spending about $70. Yeah, you won't be disappointed if you have smelled Tuxedo and you like it. And if you're going for a whole different reason and you're like, I want to buy Tuxedo but I don't know if I would like it, then if you could spend maybe like $80 or even buy a decant of Tuxedo, then you're better off that direction. And yeah, all I have to say, overview of this video, to summarize everything, I don't think you should buy Tuxedo. If you already own it, then yeah, why buy Rochas Moustache if you already own Tuxedo? Unless, you know, your bottle runs out, then I would probably say get this one, because you won't be disappointed. And yeah, overall, really, this fragrance is worth it if you like the Tuxedo DNA. And yeah, I feel like this I'm gonna use a lot in 2020, just because I've always wanted to get Tuxedo, but the price is not very friendly. And it's not one at that price range. I want to get other stuff too, you know, for $250 for the 125 ml, I want to get other stuff. So it's just always been on the back burner, and it's never really come across for me to buy. But now that I have this fragrance, I'm definitely not going to be buying Tuxedo for quite a bit until this one runs out, at least. And so for now, I'm just going to be going heavy with Moustache. And I wonder why they called it Moustache. Like, what kind of a name, though? But yeah, that's been it. I hope you guys enjoyed your New Year's Eve. I hope you guys enjoy, you know, 2020. I feel like it's going to be a good year. I'm going to try to stay as consistent as possible. But I do have to say, I'm going to be going back to college in probably about a week. By the time this video is uploaded, maybe even like a few days. And yeah, I'm going to have a really hectic schedule. So I would appreciate, you know, if I don't upload here a week or there, like 1 or 2 weeks, just understand that I will have a very busy schedule. I'm taking 18 out of 18 credit hours. It was hard enough trying to do videos with just like 13 this semester that just passed. So 18 is gonna be rough, but I'm gonna try to make it happen. I'm gonna try to be on the grind, because I felt like first semester and even with YouTube, I wasn't really on the grind. If I just I want to be consistent, that's all. And to make that happen, I gotta face this challenge of having so much college work but trying to do a video or two every week. So this very nice buy, I would recommend getting it. That's been it. Peace.